Yo, 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 what's up? This is Jeremy from Jay's Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital Estate, baby. All right, I got this camera on this tripod. We're gonna see how it works. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get some of this bulge, this dent out. And I'm just taking this rod and I'm putting a little pressure on it. Trying to get it where it ain't so concaved in. Now I know I'll have to work on that some. To work on this. I'm gonna clean all this up to bare metal and weld these holes up. But basically what I'm doing is I'm putting the bulge was right here, right? This is the low spot. So I'm putting pressure here and I'm hitting here. And I'm putting pressure right here on the bulge, down in the dip, right? So I'm down in the dip. So if you're kind of looking at it, like where it goes down like that, this is this. I know it's over dramatic, but you get the point, right? Hold on. Yeah. So it's like that, right? This. So what I'm doing is I'm putting pressure here and I'm hitting here to try to shock it, to bring it up. And lo and behold, I mean, it's coming up. I mean, it's a whole lot better than what it was. It's still going to take some filler, but it ain't going to take as much as they had. And I'm trying not to stretch the metal too much because I don't want it to oil can. And if it oil cans, what that means is you got too much. If it oil cans, that means you got too much metal in a spot and it ain't got nowhere to go. So we'll have to shrink it. So to shrink it, I'll have to heat it up and put a cold rag on it and get to it. But as you can see, I'm just using a sponge just to show you. It's not as bad as it, I don't know if I can zoom in. I'm trying to zoom. Oh, can't do it. Won't let me. Ooh, look out, Jackrabbit. Let's pull this down just a little bit. There we go. All right. Now I'm using a sponge, and this is just to show you. So now, before it was all the way out to here. It was like a pond. Well, now it's not because I've pulled it up, but it's not oil can. See, I'm putting pressure on it. Right there, we got oil can. See that? So that means there's too much metal. Yep. There's too much metal where it's at. So what I'll do is I'll take the roll-lock and I'll get all this down to 80 grit, or I'll scrabble all this down to bare bones. I'll take the little rosebud and I'll heat this up and then I'll quench it. And what that'll do is that'll shock the metal, the molecules, to tighten back up to get rid of that right there. And see that? It's oil cannon on that. It's on this side. The oil can. There's too much metal right here. See, it's not over here. 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 It's right there. I got too much metal right there. See that? So what I'll do is I'll clean this up, the bare bones, and then I'll take the little rosebud and I'll just put a little bit of heat on here. And then I'll take a wet rag with some ice and quench it to get rid of that. Because see what'll happen if you leave it like that, what they did was they left it like that. They put a bunch of fiberglass filler on there. And they put so much weight on top of it, it couldn't go nowhere. It couldn't do this. But eventually, it would. And then it would crack. So, I'm going to try to get that out. See, it's not over here. It's nowhere over here. It's right there. So, we got too much metal right here. So, it's been stretched. When it got caved in, it just stretched it. So, like I said, I'll heat this up. And I'll quench it and I'll tighten it up. And then what I'll do is I'll get a piece of copper, stick a piece of copper underneath here, and I'll weld these holes up. And then what I'll do is I'll tack, and I'll just keep tacking, controlling my heat until I close this hole up, and then I'll smooth it down, then I'll fill in the holes, and I'll smooth it down, and I'll smooth it down, I'll smooth it down, and we'll be good as go. And then we'll make sure we get rid of that oil can. Once we get rid of that oil can and it looks good, then I'll put some more epoxy on it, and then I'll just epoxy the whole roof again because I got some bare metal spots. I'll just epoxy the top, and then let the guy come get it, and then let him go do his thing, and then let him do whatever he's gonna do, and then bring it back and I'll finish it. So let's turn this bad boy around. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn this thing around. Y'all just have to bear with me. I'm getting new to this little stick right here. And well, I can't do it. We'll just turn it around. So what we'll do is, there we go. I'll finish that up. I'm gonna kill the camera right here. So this will be like part 1. I'll do part 2, part 3, or how many parts it takes. And then we'll go from there. Just to let everybody know, the news is not showing it, but the other towns, other than Asheville, Boone, and the other places, the little towns like Black Mountain, Elkin, all those other places, those communities are locked. So anything you can help, help. And people, don't freak out because of the ports are shut down and going to Walmart and buying everything. That's what causes mass panic. Nobody paid attention in school. Supply and demand. If the demand's up and the supply's down, prices go up. If the supply's up and demand's fine, the prices go down. Y'all need to relax. I will tell you this. When people get scared and they get nervous, they panic. And when people panic, they do things that they normally wouldn't do because people, they got that flight or flight, you know. If you took any psychology or sociology classes, you got fight or flight. Just relax. Just relax. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Remember I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose end drive, piece of chicken grease, and mount.